let's go ahead and do some calculus charting. So looking here at our chart, we have the facial, lingual, facial, patient right side, patient left side. Coming across the top, supracalculus from number 1 to 16, subcalculus from 1 to 16, supracalculus from 1 to 16. So if I wanted to go ahead and chart supra I chart with a dot. If I wanted to chart supra on 2 and 3, I would just put a red dot here. As a student, my findings are in red erasable pen. If I wanted to chart supra here on the lingual of 24 and 25, I'd follow the line over supra and put a red dot here on 24 and 25. If I found supra on the facial of 24 and 25, that would be right here. Moving on to subcalculus, if I find roughness or graininess, that's also a dot. If I find a definite, that is charted with an X. So for sub, I have the option of a dot or an X depending on how much calculus I find. So if I wanted to chart a definite on the mesial of number 7, I would find my subline and put an X. If I found a definite on the distal of 15, I would continue over and put an X right here. If I found a definite on the mesial of 19, I'd find sub, follow it over, mesial of 19. If I found that definite on the mesial lingual of 19, my X would be here. If I found it on the mesial facial of 19, my X would be here. So fortunately, it's the same site. Now as I do, and if I was finding definites here, this is a common area on the lower anteriors to find definites on 24 and 25 kind of in these anteriors. That's how I would go ahead and chart that. As I do my CI check with my CI, I never erase my findings. So here, if my CI only found a rough on the mesial of number 7, I would just do a little blue dot over the X. And same thing down here. If my CI found that these two were definites, I would just draw the blue over it. And then if these two were just roughs, I would just draw those circles over it. Supra is always a dot, and sub is either a dot or an X. So never erase your findings. As we chart from 1 to 16, buccal. This would be 1 to 16, lingual. And then 17 to 32, lingual, and 17 to 32, buccal.